Chapter 1. You are listening at FameTV.info. Mayman. Shelter Foundation from Scratch author. Tianji. This book is also known as Beauty Comics. All the members of the opening organization are undercover. I was forced to create a foundation. After waking up, Bei Chen bit the bullet and became the leader of a certain group. On the first day of taking over the organization, the old housekeeper introduced Bei Chen to the three core cadres of the organization. Master, this is Carlson, and the two next to him are Natasha and May. They are the backbone of the organization. Bei Chen. All undercover. Going in through time travel, fortunately, the system was awakened at a critical time. As long as it is summoned and contained, it can get rich system rewards. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully taking in the Crimson King and gaining the power of supreme divinity. The Scarlet King in full force. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully containing the Son of Evolution, and gaining the power of fusion evolution and transformation. Finally, Bei Chen, who possesses thousands of abilities, has become the most indescribable existence in the multiverse. Chapter 1. Containment Popularization System. In a luxurious villa, the young man sat on the sofa in a daze, staring blankly at the LCD TV in front of him. First of all, a bad news that I probably crossed over. As an orphan, Bei Chen had no ties to him in his original world, so it was not unacceptable to suddenly travel to another world. There is also good news. His background in this world seems to be quite good, as can be seen from this luxurious villa of more than 2,000 square meters. A social animal traveled to another world to become the young master of a rich family. Bei Chen felt that if this was a dream, he should wake up laughing, full of joy. Bei Chen happily accepted the fact that he had traveled through time, got up from the big bed of a few square meters, and happily turned on the TV. The wonderful life of the rich second generation is about to begin. It's exciting to think about. Playboy Tony Stark was attacked in the Middle East and disappeared mysteriously. The next news is commemorating the heroic sacrifice of the captain of the beautiful country, the 67th anniversary. Bei Chen. Bei Chen, who was originally full of joy, gradually froze his smile. What the hell did I manage to time travel and become a big local tycoon who can spend money like water? But you told me this is Marvel. Refund. That I want a refund. Money is precious, but life is more expensive. There is also an old saying. It is better to be a peaceful dog than a chaotic person. Marvel /S Broken World is estimated to be comparable only to the Containment universe and the DC next door. This can no longer be described as a chaotic world. To put it bluntly, the Ultraman world is safer than the Marvel world. Just when Bei Chen was surprised that he was traveling through the extremely dangerous Marvel universe, some inexplicable memories burst out in his brain instantly. After lying dead on the sofa for half an hour, Bei Chen woke up and sat up from the sofa. Although those unfamiliar memories just now were some memory fragments, Lu Li also figured out his identity and background. In this world, he is not a rich second generation, let alone an official second generation, but a fearful second generation. What is the second generation of fear? His cheap father in this world is a notorious international smuggler. But what is smuggled is not drugs and people, but contraband from various countries. Beijia is involved in everything from guns and ammunition to nuclear weapons. It is a well-known terrorist organization in the world. According to his memory, Bei Chen also learned that just yesterday, his cheap father in this world successfully received a lunch box. As for himself, he was officially promoted to be the new leader of the smuggling group. After receiving these cheating memories, Bei Chen almost got angry and crossed again. Although I lived a bit down in my previous life, I wouldn't make fun of my own life. In this life, although I have become a little richer, I have to make fun of my own life. Bei Chen said that he could not accept it. Forget it. If you come here, let it be safe. The young master will just open it up, and lead the smuggling gang to become a regular, right? Thinking of this, Bei Chen finally accepted this deceitful background. No matter how nonsensical the identity and background of the world are, one must continue to live after all. Ding! The Containment Popularization System has been successfully launched. This system is committed to spreading the contained objects to the multiverse, so that people in the multiverse can enjoy the tension and excitement brought by SCP. Note: if someone calls you the disaster spreader, the source of disaster, please keep the host calm. This is a normal phenomenon. Ding. If you want to know more about this system, please check the manual. Bachin. The containment mentioned by the system, shouldn't /t it be the one I thought of. Bachin panicked a lot at the moment. If your guess is correct, then there is so much fun in this world. The Marvel Universe is already dangerous enough. If you add the containment, maybe it can be a positive. You would be interested in containment. Which world would welcome containment? Containment does not specifically refer to a certain thing, let alone a certain kind of creature. Containment can even be said to be a supernatural phenomenon. Any item involving anomalies and supernaturalness can be collectively referred to as containment. Containment is containment, protection. With an excited heart and trembling hands, Bachin clicked on the so-called system manual with a nervous mood. Containment Popularization System Explanation 1. The only currency in this system is the legendary value. The source of acquisition is people /s emotions towards the contained objects. The higher the world /s attention, the more legendary value will be generated. Explanation 2. The host can randomly summon the storage item by consuming the legendary value, or spend the legendary value to select the summoning storage item. Explanation 3. The summoned SCP containment items will be in a free state, and the host needs to be contained again. The following are the general benefits of storage items. Benefit 1. After the host summons the storage item, the system will issue rewards corresponding to the storage item. Benefit 2. After the host contains the containment item, it can directly obtain the ability or control of the containment item. Benefit 3. The host will have a containment space, which can be arranged or recycled at will. Here are the novice rewards. Reward 1. Randomly summon the containment item once. Reward 2. Containment navigation map, he will guide you to find the containment in free state. Reward 3. Resurrection card times 3, as we all know, 10 lives are not enough to work in the Foundation. 3 instructions, 3 benefits, 3 rewards. Very good, this is still a sophisticated system. Bachin was unable to complain at this moment. Chapter 2. An undercover organization with all staff. Bachin is a person who is very good at finding pleasure in suffering, and also a person who is very good at finding pleasure in despair. After viewing the system, Bachin was secretly glad. Fortunately, the system didn't /t release all the contained objects at once. At present, there are more than 8,000 and less than 10,000 known storage items, among which there are no less than 100 types of storage items involving high dimensions, and no less than 1,000 concepts involved. What is this concept? Take a simple example. The strongest Hulk on the surface is also considered in the containment project in a certain way, but its danger level and strength are included in the containment project, and it is estimated that it will be difficult to enter the top 3,000. Thanos, as the villain in the early stage of the Marvel Universe, is already dangerous enough to threaten the entire universe, but in the containment project, the degree of danger and strength of Xiao Mia is estimated to be unable to enter the top 1,000. /s the horror of containment. In addition, if there were 3 resurrection cards, Bachin would feel less nervous. With the help of the resurrection card and the understanding of the animals contained, Bachin felt that it should be quite easy for him to step on the 5 gods. Bachin didn't /t last long with such thoughts, because his steward has come and also brought 3 confidants. The old butler, who was over 60 years old, walked in with 2 beautiful women, and behind the 2 women was a middle-aged man who was already bald. Master, you will take over the smuggling group tomorrow, and I have specially arranged 3 trustworthy subordinates for you. The old butler led his men to Bachin, who was thinking about how to use the system to become stronger, nodded belatedly, and did not take the old housekeeper /s words to heart. What about trusted confidants? Is it more important than the contents? Bachin, who was full of thoughts about the contents, didn't /t pay attention to the looks of the 3 people brought by the old housekeeper. Looking at Bachin, who lacked interest, the old housekeeper was not angry, but said with a smile. Master, let me introduce you. Everyone is Melinda May, your aunt from afar, and also a retired Special Forces soldier. There is no problem with her character or skill. The person next to her is Natasha Romanoff, a former Soviet agent. Please rest assured, young master. This lady has passed my test and she is absolutely trustworthy. The old butler finally pointed to a bald middle-aged man and introduced. The last one is Phil Coulson, the master/s most trusted subordinate before his death. Coulson is now in charge of all the work of the smuggling group. Bachin. Bachin, who didn't care much at first, was slightly taken aback when he heard these somewhat familiar names, and then he was completely dumbfounded. Iron Cavalry, May, Black Widow, Natasha, and the novice village chief Coulson. Bachin was startled that he looked at the three people behind the old butler with a look of seeing a ghost, and then looked at the old butler with questioning eyes. This is the absolutely reliable confidant you said. If he was not convinced that the old butler in front of him was loyal to him, Bachin would definitely think that the old butler had betrayed him. Question. As the leader of a criminal organization, what should you do if your confidants are all undercover? Before crossing, Bachin used to joke that the winery in Conan was mixed with water, and all the staff were undercover. It was a miserable batch. Now listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.